Hello, I'm Wes. It's about 2 years ago now. I attended the first round at Christ Church for Rooted, and here's my story. So one of the first things that really brought my attention to doing Rooted was really just my constant wanting to do more, and I didn't know really what it was. I wanted to learn more about the Bible. I requested off for work, and it was about 3 months in advance I requested off because I knew that it was going to be a night, and in the restaurant industry, I know it's not easy to get nights requested off. After I work the morning shift, I just tell them like, hey, I know that you guys scheduled me for tonight, but I did request off 3 months ago, and it looks like we're a little bit overstaffed, so, am I able to go to this church event? It's very important to me because I was actually planning on getting baptized. And he kind of rolled his eyes at me a little bit and didn't really pay attention to me. About 10 minutes later said, hey, by the way, we need you tonight, you can't leave. But I think that that's really what kind of sealed the deal for me, and it was like, you know what, I think this is it. And I came here, and the first people I saw on the door was Noah and Lisa Hardwick, and it was the best decision I've ever made. And that's really what started just the journey of kind of getting to know myself more and getting to know God and building my relationship with Him. I think that faithfulness to God, there's so many different things that come to my head, but the first thing that comes to my head really is just getting out there and serving and helping people and just being vulnerable with yourself and not being afraid to put yourself out there and help anybody else out. And that's something that I think faithfulness is all about. I think that when I made the decision to not only just go through Rooted and not only just to get baptized, but when I made the decision to, start getting involved in outreach programs, start attending mission trips, and starting to just really be more involved just in everything that has to do with the Word of God, that's really when I started to understand what it was like to truly be faithful to God. One of the biggest things with engaging is definitely just putting yourself out there. Again, it goes back just to being vulnerable. For most of my life, I really was craving, I would find myself asking, I feel like I'm missing something. And I knew that I believed in God, and I knew that I had God, and I knew that I could pray. But I always felt like there was something else that I could do. My piece of advice for anybody that's kind of on the border, or maybe just thinking that they're missing something, instead of putting it on the back burner and thinking, you know what, I'll do that next week or, the week after, just kind of like we all do with our diets, hey, I'm going to start Monday. I think that a big thing that we can all take advantage of is utilize people at Christ Church to help you be engaged. There's so many different things that you can do at Christ Church. So I encourage you, just go out and be engaged. I promise you that with you being vulnerable, it's going to be a decision that you're not going to regret.